Hey, gun people. I had to cancel my debate. Freaking YouTube. Anyway, I know a lot of you were probably watching debate, so you're not going to be here now. I watched the debate. Nothing really critical. I have to admit, I thought the moderators were pretty fair. I was pleasantly surprised and shocked that they were okay. So I don't know if because I did a debate, if YouTube kind of blocked me, because I had to delete my, and I'm saying, let's see, is it showing that I'm live? I don't think it is showing I'm live. Debate recap. Huh. I have 43 people here. All right, people must have figured out that I came on for live. Hey, gun people. Howdy. Trump killed it. I don't know if he killed it. I think he was in reserve, rare form. I think this style took away his normal flair and excitement and got you in one-liners. He let Joe Biden kind of ramble, which is probably a good thing. I don't know if I would say Trump killed it. I thought he did a good job. I actually thought Biden, from what I was expecting, did an okay job. I mean, he's still a rambling fool, but yeah, you're live. Yeah, you know, I got these warnings, and then people were saying if you put any part of the debate on YouTube, they were going to take you down. It was going to be a copyright. CNN was going after you. They wanted everybody to have to focus on their bullshit with their 2-minute delay. And like I said, I thought, me personally, I thought the moderators did a pretty good job. I didn't see, I mean, obviously they don't like Trump, and they kind of tried to pin him down on a couple things, but I thought it was okay. Happy Thursday. I am live. I had to cancel the other one because YouTube was like having a shit fit about any debate. Got you, Rick. Got me what? Biden looked old. Biden is old, and his cognitive ability to recall and mumble and facts, and I mean, it's pretty bad. I don't feel sorry for him because he's evil. I think most all liberals are evil. They want to destroy the Constitution, this great country. They say they don't. They say they love it, but they have no idea what history is and how freedoms are dying under liberal bullshit, diversity, equity, fact-checking, hate speech, back the blue, whatever the hell they're doing. Although Republicans are more black to blue idiots. I am live. I watched Tim Pool watching it. Did he show the debate? I wonder why they didn't strike his ass. Howdy. What happened? Nothing. I was just kind of like saying my thoughts on the debate. Gonna get some feedback from you guys. Somebody said Trump killed it. I don't know if I would say he killed it. I thought he did okay. Joe the zombie is finished. Dude, I can't even believe, Trump was like, he goes, I can't believe we're having a debate. I can't even believe we're discussing this. What? Nobody, I say nobody on the left or anybody that's supporting Biden understands the magnitude of 20, again, they're reporting 18 or 20 million. That normally means the government always lies. It's probably closer to 25, 30 million, maybe even 40 million. When you have that number of people, I mean, that's more than the largest standing army in the world. I mean, the number is outrageous. When you have that many people, no skills, no jobs, no backgrounds, they just come into the country and they go on medical jobs, they're stealing, they're committing crimes, they're getting benefits, they're getting phones, they're getting apps, they're getting hotel rooms, they're getting fed, they're having children that require medical, they're getting free schools, they're getting it. When you have that much of a drain on a society that was already, we had our own bullshit before the border was open, and you double or triple or quadruple the amount of takers and leeches that are pulling from the pool of workers, providers, and taxpayers, failure is the only option. There's just no other option. So, Rick, did you get my message on Twitter? I didn't get any message. I don't even know how to check messages on Twitter. Alex Jones was covering the debate. Was he? Oh, they're going to go after his ass again. Love the ball. I got a live notification. Well, that's shocking. Sacramento in the house. You called me out of James Freeman's live. So you know I love you. Oh, is James Freeman going too? James Freeman's a good patriot. Biden looking like a robot. Yeah, I got to admit, man, I thought Biden could recall more facts than I thought he could. He came up with, I honestly believe, where's my tinfoil hat? I honestly believe that he has an earpiece or they were talking to him. After a couple of questions, he brought up too many specifics from a few questions back that I don't think he could do. I mean, he can't even read from a teleprompter without throwing in pause and doing that. So the fact that Trump made a statement and it went through two questions, and then all of a sudden Biden is recalling with specificity on what Trump said and a perfect response, I'm going to go 90% that he was being talked to, or he has some sort of ear device that somebody was allowed to guide him or give him keywords or to keep him on track. I mean, I call me a conspiracy, whatever. What happened to your hair? I shaved it off, whatever was left. I mean, it's still there. But, let's see. I will go to jail for filming in public in Alaska. Without a hat. I usually do have a hat on. You know, I play pickleball sometimes without a hat, and people go, oh, dude, I didn't recognize you without a hat. And I'm like, you know, when 5 or 6 people tell you that, you probably ought to think that you're wearing a hat too damn much. I got notification. Biden had to be cut off. That's another thing about the cutoff, which I thought was interesting. Everybody thought CNN put this cutoff mic button to shut Trump up. And my thought was, it may be for Trump, but when Biden starts going off on his rambling, nobody can walk up to him and save him and pull him off. So what's the best way to shut him up when he starts rambling and not making sense? You can say, we're turning off his mic as part of the agreement. I think the mic cutoff was put in there more for Biden than it was for Trump. Most people think it's for Trump. Trump had to get out his points because they would lie. When you're getting these false, these softball questions to Biden, Biden gets to talk about his talking points. He gets to spew all these lies, and then they go to Trump and they change the topic after Biden spits out all these lies. And they want Trump to answer about a specific topic. I think Trump did a good job by saying, I'm talking about what he just said and correcting the record instead of answering your dumbass question where you're going to try and get me to say I got you and will I accept the election and do I believe in abortion and whatever. Look, states' rights, I'm all for it. Biden said, yeah, that's like saying we need to go back to civil rights for state rights. I'm okay with that too. Anytime we go more state rights instead of federal rights, it's better for the country. The closer you get to your elected representatives, whether it's your mayor, your city council, your governor, your representatives are in your state, the closer you are to them, the easier it is to hold them accountable, the more they report to the people. When you get the federal government, ATF, NSA, all these three-letter agencies, and they start making administrative laws, they're unaccountable, they're not elected, the states have no control over them, that's when you get tyrannical federalized government. And that's what we have. And the left loves federalized government because they can push their agenda. But that's how you get tyranny. That's how you get tyrannical. That's how you get rid of the Constitution, is through the federal government. States ain't getting rid of the Constitution. So I'm all for everything going back to state rights. Waiting for you to come on live. Yeah, I was going to come on live and do the debate in the background and kind of do point, counterpoint, and talk through the commercials. But everybody was warning, and I Googled, and they said, if you rebroadcast, CNN put out a word, anybody rebroadcasting any of this is subject to copyright and video takedown. And I mean, it was just like they were so guarded on who could show this live. And then they stuck in a 2-minute delay. I mean, when I was a kid, when they had live shows, it was live. When people messed up, you saw it. If shit went bad, you saw it because it was live. Now it's a 2-minute delay. So it's not really live because they can kick the 2-minute delay. They can cut something out, add it up, etc. Just like on the radio. You ever listen to somebody talk and all of a sudden they get cut off? You don't know what they said. They may be live on the radio, but they have a delay and they cut them off. So I wasn't a fan of the delay. Let's see. Bumbling. He was bumbling. I mean, he's incompetent. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. There is no way that anyone should be saying that man is competent to be president of the United States. It's just crazy. But, you know, Trump derangement says, you know, syndrome is alive and well. I don't think I did see Dr. Phil's interview with Trump. Interrupting Biden's incoherence would have been a big mistake. Yeah, I did like the way Trump let him rumble and kind of went, you know, you're an idiot. And, you know, he said a couple times, I don't know what you said. I thought, I don't know if Trump killed it. I don't know if there was a big winner. I don't think this changed anybody's mind. There's nobody that watched this debate and said, you know, I was going to vote for Biden and now I'm going for Trump. Or I was going to vote for Trump and I think now I'm going to go for Biden. I just don't think that happened. Maybe it did. I can't even imagine why there's people standing in for Trump, but there are standing up for Biden, but there is. I watched on NBC's YouTube. Yeah, see, the national affiliates were allowed to air it and through CNN, but they wouldn't let any of the local journalists, they wouldn't let any local journalists in the place. They had that 2-minute delay. I don't know if they cut anything out, what we saw, how Biden got on stage, you know, up to the stage. They saw him walking in, but they pretty much pointed him and said, go to the first stand. And he didn't walk off the stage, which I kind of thought he might. It was pretty controlled. If you ever watched the Star Trek, where and me and a buddy was talking about this the other day, where they go on some island and there's an old starship captain. I think it was Captain Pike or something. And he's in a wheelchair and he can't move, but he's turned the whole society into a Hitler type organization. And he's just a figurehead. They roll him out and they make the speech and there's everybody else that's running everything. And that's kind of what is happening with Biden right now, in my opinion. The they only saved Biden a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he did. I got the love notification. NBC said Biden had a cold. Oh, poor Joe. The debate was fair use. I don't think it was. If you did anything on the debate while it was live, other than an ABC or NBC CNN affiliate, they said it was copyright. Google debate copyright or something, and it comes up everywhere. Biden will not be getting any better. Well, that's true. That I would think most people would say that, but I guarantee if you ask the left, they're going to say, "Oh, he's smarter than when he was elected. He's gotten smarter every year. He's brilliant." I mean, the lies they tell is just, it is what it is. I mean, who freaking knows? Yeah, I'm with you there. Yeah, I can chat now. I don't know what that means. Biden is decrepit. the blackish cracker. What's up, brother? Yeah, the debate was very monotone. Not a lot of, again, did anybody learn anything that they didn't know? I'm guessing the people that are here watching me, they didn't have some new knowledge that they didn't know after this debate. And the debate should hopefully clear up things, and I don't think it did. The country is getting a bloodbath. I guarantee you that. Biden was very shady, raspy voice. Yeah, they're going to say he had a cold, he had a sore throat. He was brilliant because he toughed it through. He's been bedridden for several days. He's on medication. It might be COVID. And he's such a trooper for going out there, and any mistakes he made was because he hasn't slept and he's on cold medication. They're just going to lie. I mean, how can anybody believe any of that shit? I've seen tweakers with better composure. I did notice on Biden's eyes, they seem very dark and dilated. And dilated pupils, because I couldn't see his pupils. If you go back and watch it on YouTube, Trump, you can kind of see his eyes and his pupils. On Biden, you can't see his pupils. His pupils and eyes were almost black. And when you put somebody on a stimulus like methamphetamine, cocaine, or any other stimulus, their pupils dilate because it's an upper. Get your heart rate up, and it puts you in a semi-fake fight or flight. And when you go in fight or flight, your eyes dilate to get more light so you can see clearer to defend yourself or run. And his eyes definitely, at a couple points of that debate, just looked like his pupils were so dilated, I couldn't see any of his eye. Alex Jones streamed it too. Wow. The debate is fair use. Yeah, we'll see if anybody gets a strike or gets taken down. I wouldn't piss on Tim Pool if he was on fire. The golf game was pretty funny. I gotta admit, when Trump was like, "You ain't gotta say," I'm not a golfer, so I have no idea what a 6 handicap is or an 8. Trump's facial expression. Trump is known for decades of being a very competent and good golfer. And when Biden said, "I have a 6 handicap," Trump's face of astonishment was like, I'm thinking a 6 handicap must be, Alexa, what's a good golf handicap?
A golf handicap is a measure of a golfer's ability. It is a numerical value that takes into account the golfer's potential ability, taking into account the differences in ability among players. It enables players of different abilities to compete against each other fairly.
Damn woman, didn't answer my damn question and shit.
I am not quite sure how to help you with that.
I know, because you don't listen. You're a damn woman. Rick, why do you hate? Oh, be quiet. I don't know what a good golf handicap is, but I got to guess at Trump's facial expression, a 6 handicap must be pretty damn good. Somebody will probably put in the comments what an average golf handicap is, good and bad. Is Biden really going to be? I thought they were going to cancel the debate and they were going to say Biden had to go to the hospital. He came down with something. He's okay, but he wanted to go to the debate, but there was some issues and he's being seen at the hospital, make this big thing. And then that would be an easy way to bow out. I think they put him in this debate to say, if he doesn't blow it completely and totally ruin his chances, we've already got a bunch of dumbass liberal voters that are going to vote for him no matter what. We got a bunch of Trump derangement assholes that would sacrifice the country, their own paychecks, and their own safety just because they hate Trump, and they'll vote for Biden. You got a bunch of illegals that are going to vote for Biden. So is it really critical that Biden has to be good or do anything right? Not really. I mean, he's fucked the country for the last 3 years. And they're saying it's still a close call. What? Tim had 80,000 people. Holy shit. Yeah, Trump, and there was a lot of people that were saying these debate rules was going to help Trump more than it would Biden. Because when you let Trump go, he's more likely to go off and get on you and interrupt and do all this. And this mic thing kept him in composure. Someone else said that because he just had to sit through a freaking banana republic trial and listen to judges and people sit up there and lie and talk about personal shit and lies, and he couldn't say anything. It was good training for him to learn how to compose himself and not open his mouth. And from the looks of the debate, I would agree with that. He was pretty composed. Me personally, I like when he's kind of off the cuff and don't give a shit and he says what he's thinking, even if it's wrong. I know where I stand with a guy. I like that better than a phony who has to be controlled or keep quiet or who is not being himself and he's trying to fool us. So that's me. There's a lot of people like, oh no, Trump needs to be better and he needs to stop tweeting and he needs to be this and he needs. Trump can be freaking Trump. I don't give a shit. Yeah. Biden had some great lies though about the border, and I wish Trump would have went, you're concerned about Americans and lives, and you let all these people in and all the people that are dying and all the drugs that are in here and all the crime that's gone up and all the guns and illegal and terrorists that we've caught coming through the border. And you're going to sit here and tell me, and now you just said you passed a law that stopped 40% of crossings. You've been in office for almost 4 years. And right before the election, you decide to pass a law and make an executive order that you undid when you came in. So you let us get fucked for 3 years. You let all these people die. And now you want us to believe you're the hero and you care about the country. It's so much bullshit, but maybe I got liberal derangement syndrome because I can't stand fucking liberals. Let's see. 2 years rent paid for them. Paid for who? For the illegals? Yeah, nothing came out. No, I thought Trump should have been more on his money. I mean, he threw in the thing about his son. I mean, I'm surprised his convicted felon didn't come up more, but they got it in there. Yeah, I mean, if you import, look, the left knows they can't get the guns from Americans. They've tried for decades. So you import crime, which is going to result in more gun crime. and it's going to cause people to be like, we need to get rid of the guns. This border invasion is going to have our crime rate up. It's going to have people fearful. It's going to have government expanding and saying, we need more government to fight all this crime. We need to get the guns to fight all this crime. We need to raise taxes so we can hire more cops. We need to raise taxes so we can increase services. We need to raise taxes so we can have more judges. We need to raise taxes to build more jails. All of this is created by this open border. And all those things are win-win for Democrats. I mean, there's no deficit for them. They love more money for government. They love getting the guns. They love building more prisons. They love having more government. It is a win-win by destroying the country. It's short-sighted because sooner or later when a country fails, all you dumbasses who think you're in power and it was a good idea are going to be the recipient of either public hangings or tar and feathered, or people are going to run your ass out of office. Every revolution, whoever the politicians are, they don't usually do too well. When shit hits the fan and people say, that's it, the people in charge and politicians normally don't do too well. And the cops, especially the smart ones, don't try and defend them. They bug out and take care of themselves, their own family. And they're no longer cops because they know if they're in the line of fire, they're going to be just like the politicians. So it's going to come. Rick, Every is showing the debate on YouTube, tons of small channels. Wow. Would the debate be public information? Look, the debate can be whatever fucking YouTube says it is. YouTube don't give a shit about the Constitution. YouTube doesn't have to follow the Constitution. Constitution doesn't affect YouTube. Constitution affects government. It restricts government. Alex Jones is on Crowder. Shows the government could have done this for American people, but not. Yeah, of course they could have. Yeah, you know, when Trump said, I'd rather be on a beach, that's what's kind of sad, is that he never run for president again. If he'd have just left and went back to his business, they would have been attacking whoever the presidential candidate was and trying to dig up dirt and charge him with crimes. And since Trump was winning and they knew he was going to win, actually, they knew he won. They stole the fucking election. They knew they had to do something more. And so they went after him. So, I mean, he's facing prison. He's getting all these charges. He's now a convicted felon. I mean, I'm really surprised one of the moderators saying, I know you would normally vote for yourself, but since you're a convicted felon now and you can't vote for yourself, are you going to try and vote? I'm surprised they didn't want to throw that out. Now, the next debate, I'm sure they'll come up with that shit. I was watching Fox News stream, got kicked out twice. Huh. 100% had an earpiece. I think he did. His recall on some of those topics were pretty damn good. I was like, damn, he remembers that, and he remembers specifics, and he's got 1, 2, 3 responses. That's not the Sleepy Joe I know. So I would almost absolutely say he had an earpiece. Let's see. I got 700 people watching, not 80,000. Oh, man, I'm tired. I played 2 different sessions, 10 to 2 in pickleball, and then 3 to 30 to like 7. So I'm pretty tired. He did touch his ear once or twice. I did notice that. He was doing this. But the technology with earpieces is so good now. I'm sure they have something they can literally insert in his ear canal that they could talk to him. Hell, they probably could have put a damn antenna under his skin and talked to him that way with the technology. Biden is on a fentanyl machine. You know, when they said that people that work for Trump, the vice president, wasn't endorsing Trump, I thought that was a golden opportunity to say Trump, for him to go, well, your president, who you were vice president under, isn't endorsing you, and neither is his wife. Michelle is yet to endorse Biden. I don't know if Obama has officially endorsed him or not, because Obama wasn't a big fan of Biden. Yeah, I mean, who knows whether they're going to replace him. JB never blinked. Really? You know, I kind of noticed his eyes were pretty wide like this a lot, but I wasn't really checking for blinking. I heard your voice on a commercial involving a horse water trough. Yeah, I know. Somebody used one of my videos. They took my words out about this horse really liked clean water, blah, 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 something. And somebody stole my voice and they put it in their commercial. And everybody said I should go after him. I covered it on my horse channel. Look, the thing is supposed to promoting horses getting clean water. They use my voice. Should they have asked? I probably would have told them, yeah, I don't care. Could I bitch and say I want some money? And to me, it's just not worth it. It's helping. The product is, if they were using my voice to hurt horses, I would fight it and try to get it removed. But because they're using it to help horses have clean water, I just went ahead and said, whatever. They used it. Not worth my time. If my voice helps horses get clean water, so be it. So that's why I haven't. I do know about it. A lot of people told me about it. I listened to it. Whatever. That wasn't a bait. It was murder. Man, I did not get that. I didn't see a clear winner. I mean, I don't see how Trump really could have lost unless Biden just came out on fire and Trump was a maniac and started making up or screaming at him, or got pissed off, turned over the stage and left. I mean, I just can't see how Trump would have lost. He's ahead in the polls. The border, everything, the economy's trash, taxes are up. I mean, the fact that he's saying they're all on Social Security, he is going to break Social Security, and he is going to, they're stealing money, and all the money we're sending to Ukraine is coming from Social Security, and all the money we're spending on fighting the crime from these guys eventually will come from Social Security. So Social Security is on, but I guarantee you there's a lot of old dumbasses who are on Social Security that think Biden and the Democrats are their friends because they're dumbasses. Sorry. Somebody needs to put me out of my misery. If I ever become a damn left-wing liberal and I start voting Democrat, I better be dead, because I damn sure won't do it while I'm alive. Yeah, that's hard to say. Biden had an earpiece in his ring ear. He touched, yeah, I think he touched his right ear. So I think it would be in his right ear. It was a kill switch for Biden. I think it was too. I've done like quite a few lives with no hat on, but I'm getting quite a lot of comments about my head. Biden is controlled by Obama. I don't know if that's true. Biden fat shamed Obama. Yeah, you know, I didn't get that. I was trying to figure out the insult. When Biden said, yeah, he's 6'4" and he says he's 230 or what, was he saying that Trump lied about his weight or he lied about his height? I know that Biden was trying to insult him, but I couldn't connect the dots on what the insult was, because Biden is so incoherent in the way he articulates shit. Yeah, I kind of thought Biden was going to do worse, to be honest. I'm kind of surprised that he didn't do worse. CNN openly talking about replacing Biden now. Ooh. It'll see how it plays out. I mean, tomorrow we'll hear all the shit on who thinks Biden won, who thinks Trump won, who thinks Biden should drop out, who thinks Trump doesn't have a chance, who thinks that the Democrats are in trouble, who thinks that they're okay. I mean, all that shit will come out tomorrow. He's our president. Shameful. He ain't my motherfucking president. Fuck him. I didn't vote for him. He's a piece of shit. He's a communist, fucking left wing. He ain't my motherfucking president. You don't understand. Trump and Biden work for the same entities. Oh, here we go. Left and right wings, the same bird. Rick, why do you even vote? It's the same people. Don't vote. These people, you're either part of the problem or part of the solution. And if you just stand around and say everybody's the same and I'm not going to do anything, then you're part of the problem, in my opinion. Let's see. 2-minute delay. This was the Democrats bringing Newsom, Mike Obama. That's funny. Michelle, Mikey. Robot is a buster. States' right ended in 1871. Yeah, I know. We're losing them every day. I just wish Texas would freaking say fuck it and leave. But there's too many pussies in Texas now. You just got kicked off. Really? The NTD chat. Who kicked me off? I didn't even know I was on some chat. How did I get kicked off? The abortion thing, man, I'll tell you, that is a freaking red herring every year, every election. The red herring comment is they used to use a red herring when they were training dogs to get the smell, and they'd have the dog chasing the red herring. And so it's always if a body went out there, they would use a red herring to try and pull the dog off his scent and do it. So that's how the term, that's a red herring. It's something to distract you and get you chasing off. And to me, the abortion bullshit, it's always a no-win. You're either pro-life, every baby is a life, and you love life, or you're women's rights. So they have defined abortion to where you're either a good person or a bad person, or you hate women and you don't believe in women's rights, or you like the baby. And there's no right or wrong or giving it back to the states. Let the states choose. I don't care. If you don't like the state's rules, you don't need a passport to go to another state. Move your ass. I would love Texas to pass a whole bunch of laws that pissed off every fucking liberal in the state of Texas, and they all wanted to leave. I would love it. A matter of fact, if the left came out and said, if Texas does this, we're all leaving, I'd be like, that motherfucker's passing tomorrow. See ya. I'll help you pack. I'll give you fucking $200 of tax money just to get the fuck out on the way out. I'll buy your gas. You wouldn't have to convince me one bit. If there was a way to get liberals to move out of Texas, I'm all in. Tell me what it'll take. I'm all in. So, but this abortion thing, it's a no-win. Religion, it's a no-win. Should I support Christianity? Should I support Muslims? If I do that, Muslims don't like them. Should I support Jews? Should I support Hare Krishna? Should I support the Catholics or this or that? It's just a no-win. It's one of those things that it sounds good and you appeal to this certain base. You know, back when Catholics used to be the most prominent religion, almost all politicians catered to Catholics, because if you're an idiot and you're already brainwashed by the Catholic Church, anybody that supports Catholic, you're going to be brainwashed to vote for them. So it was an easy, troll to grab your vote, is to say, I'm for the Catholic because all Catholics will vote for me. Just like the left says, if you ain't black, you got to vote for Biden, or you ain't black. So I just, that abortion shit, I never gave it much thought or consideration. I know somebody's going to be here. You're into killing babies, Rick. You're a mean person. I liked you. Now I'm unsubscribing. Whatever. I don't really care. Kicked off for calling Joe a communist. Just watched the date stream on Guns and Gadgets. Wow, Guns and Gadgets carried it. Oh, well. Oh, I agree. I would love it. I freaking love it. What did I just see on Flat Earth? Somebody on Twitter, Flat Earth, posted a video of them dropping the capsule. Remember the famous scene where the lunar lander module, whatever, Apollo, whatever the hell, lands in the water with the three parachutes, and the boat comes up, and the astronauts are waving through the windows, and they open it and they climb out. It was well, evidently some flat earther got a video of that thing being dropped out of a plane, and they're saying that it never went into space. It was dropped out of this plane. I think I remember them dropping it out of planes to test the parachute and the fall rate and landing and all that. So I didn't reshare that post, even though I think the moon landing was probably lied to. But to me, I kind of thought that was pushing the limit, that there was a legitimate reason for them to dropping that lunar module out of an airplane to test the parachute and the fall rate and all that. So to make it seem like, oh, we caught the government. Look, they dropped it. That's proof we didn't go to the moon. I don't believe we went, but I don't think that's proof. Vote for Biden or you ain't black. I don't really give a shit. I mean, I was talking to my buddy. I had lunch with him the other day, and we were talking about who supports Democrats. What is the Democratic base? Migrants, illegals, criminals, minorities, blacks and Hispanics, because they're minorities, ignorant liberal women that can't think for themselves. God, we went through a whole list of the idiots that are on the left. And it's like, if you get a whole bunch of groups, you don't have to have a large group if you have a whole bunch of little groups, because the numbers add up. And that's the left's base. Whoever wins, the ruling class and super rich win, while everyone else gets screwed. I think a lot of people did good under Trump when he was president. I don't think just the rich won. I don't believe that. Maybe there's some stats out there and I don't know what I'm talking about, but I thought gas prices were down. We were more energy self-sufficient. He was freeing up our national resources. We were drilling in Texas. The economy was booming. Jobs were coming back. He put pressure on China and all these businesses that moved their factories to China because it was easier. He got rid of all the EPA regulations on why the businesses left and went to other countries that didn't have those restrictions. So it's cheaper, and a business has to make money. And in order to bring them back, you need to get rid of those regulations so they can make money here and build it in here and employ Americans. So Trump did a whole bunch of good stuff. I don't agree with everything he did, but of course the bump stocks back, which I'm glad. I'm surprised Biden didn't bring that up. Educated population will win again. I don't know about that. If the educated population won, Biden wouldn't be in there. Biden is finished. I didn't see that. So what's your 6-month prediction? R2? Yeah, on R2, I don't know. I just saw his name. So the second revolution, normally for a revolution to kick off, the people that kick it off have to be in a position to where they feel they have nothing left to lose. And right now, we're kind of at that teetering pot to where people are kind of making it, still have our families, we can still feed, we can still have a job and go to work. So a lot of the patriots, vets, and the people that hate our freaking government, including me, they're not to the point to where, fuck it, I'd rather just fucking die than live in this shit. And until we get to that point, I don't think that the second revolution will kick off. How close are we? It depends. If the food dries up tomorrow, and let's say an EMP goes off tonight, and we're in blackout conditions across the United States, and food and gas goes away, in 3 to 5 days, there'll be anarchy. I don't know if that will start the revolution, because when anarchy starts, like in all civil wars, It starts out with fighting for food in small areas and neighbors fighting neighbors. It's very localized until it gets so wide and it affects so many people and everybody's involved. Then you got to pick a side, because now everybody's fighting. It's just, who are they fighting? It's not me against you or you against them. It's everybody's fighting. We got to pick a side. And then that's when R2, I think, will officially be like, okay, the people that hate the government are going to be fighting against the government, the people that like the government, liberals, immigrants, criminals, and it's going to be against the patriots. And what I say is a patriot is somebody that loves America, loves freedom, and hates a tyrannical government, which is what we have. I mean, it's not as tyrannical as other places, but our government's out of control. I mean, the Supreme Court decision on fucking free speech that just came out with is fucking crazy. Are you kidding me? I haven't read the ruling, but basically they said it's okay. Nobody was harmed by freaking all the censorship. You had government telling private companies to censor free speech. That is the exact thing the First Amendment prevents. Government shall not infringe on free speech, the press, freedom of religion. It's the first fucking amendment. And the government did it. And they didn't deny doing it. And the Supreme Court said it's okay. I mean, the Supreme Court's got one fucking job: defend the Constitution. That's it. Every law and everything that happens, their job is it constitutionally correct? And they have been shitting on the fucking goose since I don't know how long, and they don't give a shit about the Constitution. It's about their left-wing policy bullshit. Did Trump call him Brandon? I must have missed that. Did Trump call him Brandon? That's funny if he did. Rick, you make a vidya on Auditor in Fort Worth. I don't know what you're talking about on Auditor in Fort Worth. I don't know. I mean, I go to Fort Worth. I was going to go there tomorrow, maybe to play at Pickler. They got a pickleball thing there, but oh, added commentary. One of the founding fathers is this once great concept: government at its best is a necessary evil, and at its worst is an intolerable one. Yeah, and we're moving to the intolerable one, without a doubt. Maybe. That's not how our democracy started. Our founders gave us the first document in the world that put we the people in charge of our government and gave us the right to remove that government, and told government, you will in no uncertain terms infringe with the basic rights of people's liberty, of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. You stay the fuck out. You don't overtax them. You don't search them for no reason. You don't predator and prey on them as victims for tax dollars like our cops do now for freaking tickets and bullshit, and to arrest you for any reason, and to stop you when you're driving, and to stop you from doing your job, and to close your business, and to not allow you to have free speech on social media. That's not what the Constitution says or was intended to do. So if you think our government is to divide us, maybe now our tyrannical government is to their benefit to keep us divided, because when we're united, government knows, there's an old saying, when government tells you who the enemy is, that's tyranny. When you figure it out for yourself, it's freedom. And right now we've got well over half the country that hasn't figured it out. I was presently impressed with Dr. Phil's interview. Really? I always thought he was who's that damn woman that made him? Oprah Winfrey. I thought he was an Oprah Winfrey left-wing guy. I wouldn't expect him to be too reasonable to Trump. There was a debate. Yeah, that I wouldn't call that a debate, so to speak. It was more of a we ask questions, you guys get to answer. A debate is where you argue back and forth. You go, that's not true. What about this? And then you go back and forth. But they knew they couldn't control Trump or Biden if they did that. Definitely will not be a second debate. Really? I don't know about that. I wouldn't go there. I don't think it was that big of a disaster. They'll cancel the other debate. Trump did great tonight. Steven Crowder had it all, but that was the only one I could find. You should check Twitter. Yeah, I haven't seen what Twitter's saying. I'm kind of tired. It's 10:30 here. I don't know if you can tell I'm kind of tired. I haven't had anything to drink. I'm just rehydrating from freaking how many 6-7 hours of pickleball today. Let's see. Trump was better, but it wasn't Reagan time. Yeah, Reagan had a very unique way of making funny jokes, not making it personal, and having people laugh when he made the left look like idiots. So Reagan, when he was governor of California, I don't know if anybody knows that or if this is common knowledge, he was a big jelly bean guy. He always had a bowl of jelly beans at every meeting. And he said it kept the meeting from going hostile. And when things got out of hand or tempers flared, he would say, pass the jelly beans around, and people would all have to take a jelly bean because he just figured if you were eating on a little jelly bean, it just made you feel better. You wouldn't be so hostile. So Jelly Belly, the Jelly Belly, the big jelly bean company, got their start and blow up because Reagan in California was a jelly bean guy, and he had the jelly beans at meetings, etc. And it became very popular. They had a little outlet where I lived in California, and I used to go there and buy jelly beans. I mean, I hadn't had jelly bean in a long time, but those little jelly beans are pretty good little snacks. And they got all kind of crazy flavors. I mean, I don't like the popcorn and the lime and the licorice and all that. I like the fruity flavors, but anyway, pineapple, coconut, those flavors. Both are Jew and Zionist controlled puppets. All righty then. I'm glad we got that cleared up. Caesar was given 20-1 odds. Dork Brandon would crap himself. Somebody on Twitter, I shared it on my feed where it says you had to take a drink every time Biden brought up convicted felon, and every time Trump said we were the greatest or we were the best, or it was funny. It listed different times that both, and they both said probably both of them. If you complied with it, you'd probably be drunk. Pike, the boot guy, pumpkin. What's your 6-month prediction? We will see. Yeah, I think I already answered that. I'm not, maybe I got off topic. I don't, there's too many factors on what can kick off the next R2. I mean, if they steal the election really blatantly and everybody knows it and there's chaos and they try to hide it and they try to like enforce martial law, or that might spark R2. I think if they finally decided to go door to door and start taking guns, a lot of gun people would start shooting back and killing people. And if the government didn't want to lose, they would turn it up and make martial law and bring the military in to go seize guns. Something like that on that scale, I think would put people over the edge and go, dude, they're coming and they're going to kill us or put us in prison. And if I'm going to die or go to prison, then fuck it. I'm going out fighting, and I'm taking some of these motherfuckers with me. So I think most Patriot Warrior type guys are going to be, that's their attitude. So R2 depends on, government is constantly gripping its hands around freedom and the people. And the tighter they get, the more it puts pressure on patriots to go, enough's enough. but we'll see. Oh, I would have loved it if Biden just wandered off, stayed in the middle. It's funny. And especially if he wandered off and Trump had to go over there and redirect him. Hang on, let me save the president. He runs over there and turns him around and brings him back. That would have been fucking classical. They would have cut that shit off. We didn't ever see it. Hell, it could have happened. And they cut it out. We don't know. Captain Pike. That was his name on Star Trek. Wow, I must be really behind the comments. Holy shit. Trump was keeping his poker face. Yeah, I thought he did it. Like I said, I think he did okay. I wouldn't say he killed it or knocked it out of the park. CNN was going after YouTube more than the stream. I know. They were on it. They're going to swap Biden out. Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to come up. The theory is if they have to change him, they want to do it as close to the election as possible. I think there's all kind of brainstorming on this. Because the closer to the election is, the less dirt and attacks you can come up with the new guy. So as long as they replace him right before the voting starts, most people are already decided. The fact that be honest, if they replaced him with Mickey Mouse, he'd get just as many votes. No matter who is in the Democratic presidential slot, he's going to get the same amount of votes as Biden. If anybody thinks they could put somebody in Biden's place and there would be dumbass liberals that would go like, oh, no, I can't vote for him. Well, you're a fucking idiot. Because if they can vote for Biden for their party and for their ignorance, they will vote for anybody. Hell, you could put me on the ticket as the left wing, and they would probably vote for me because I was on the left wing ticket. They don't give a shit how bad it destroys a country. They don't care about consequences. They don't even care really what the candidate believes in or what he'll do. They just hate Trump, and they hate the right, and they hate freedoms, and they hate patriots, and they hate the founders, and they hate America, and they hate the flag, and it's just hate. And it's hard to win against that. Ask Hitler and the Nazis. They understand how strong hate can be. It confirmed to me that Biden is getting worse. Really? I don't know if I would say that. I mean, I don't know how he could get much worse. That's AI, Joe. Kind of like G.I. Joe, except AI Joe. Yeah, I will say that Biden showed and he showed this a lot, his anger and temper. I mean, when he starts going off and that's not it, he wants to get in your face and point. He's done that on the campaign trail. He's done it to citizens and voters. And I guarantee he's done a lot to staff and in meetings. He is the type of guy that if he doesn't get his way, he's going to yell and bully you and he's going to get his way. So, you know what? Whatever. I'm to the point now. I don't really give a shit. All this shit's out of my control. I got one fucking vote and I'm not even sure it counts, but I'm going to fucking cast it just so I can have bitching rights. But that's the extent of my control over this fucking shit show of this country. You know, you got to do this, you got to get money, you got to do that, you got to get out, you got to put signs up it. Ain't none of that shit changing shit. All I can do now is wait and hope it happens while I'm still young enough to get in a fight. Biden's a cyborg. I knew mom people would be like having some funny shit to say. Biden won hands down? Really? Wow. Wow. Slack jaw hanging down is a sign of dementia? I didn't know that. Dan Bongino streamed it. Oh, did he? Yeah, but he's a pretty big media guy. He might have got some sort of. Thanks, Travis. I ought to tell everybody to write me in for president, but I don't want to steal votes from Trump. Not that I think your vote's going to count, and not that I would pull that many votes, even if I did do that. But it'd be funny if they were like, this strange guy, Rick Gore, got 1,000 votes or some shit. Tim is a fence sitter. Oh, is he really? Yeah, I don't like that. Cocaine is a powerful drug. That would have been so funny if Biden was like wiping shit off, or if Hunter came out and gave him a hug and he had white shit on his jacket. They ought to do some crazy ass skit. That would be a perfect CNN skit if they did the debate and had Hunter come in and like steal Biden's laptop, or his earpiece fell out while he was talking, or Trump took his shoe off and threw it. I mean, there's so much shit you could do on a Saturday Night Live on this debate. There would be some funny shit. Tool is a fence center. Yeah. Can't stand Tim Pool. Par is equal. So what is 6? 6. -6? Is that 6 below par? Is that what he's saying? I thought par was very difficult to get. Very few players shoot par on a golf course. Anything under 10 is damn good. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Alexa has no soul. Alexa, do you have a soul?
People have their own views on religion.
Most golfers are plus 18 handicap. Oh, didn't know that. Shit, every time I think I'm getting to the bottom of my comments, it's like freaking shoots up. Alexa, show me your titties.
I am not quite sure how to help you with that.
Sound like every other woman I know. Rick, why are you being so mean? Oh, be quiet, you big crybabies. Hey, Rick, can you stream the bait? Just go back in time. Everything is a crash grab. Yeah. You know, Rumble crashed? No shit. Was everybody streaming it on Rumble? Taxation is extortion. Obama is the one in the earpiece. I doubt if Obama would be talking to him. It's going to be one of his advisors. Who would have been worse, Hillary or Biden? I think Biden is worse because Hillary is too politically motivated. I don't think she would have opened the border like Biden. They got Biden to open the border and destroy the country because he's too stupid to say no. He doesn't realize the damage he's doing, and he can't say no. So they let him be the scapegoat. And now, anytime in the future, which is going to happen, the terrorist attacks, the high crime rate, the freaking household takeovers, home invasions, robbery takeover, businesses shutting down. When all this crazy crime starts going up and cops are getting killed left and right, and they have to bring in a military in order to take over these out of control cities because the immigrants have taken over with either tents or crime or feces or whatever. When all this shit comes to the point, which it will, guaranteed, there's no way you can bring in 20 million people that they don't want to belong to society. They have no society values or morals. And you bring these people in and they're just leeches, and their way to survive has always been to steal, cheat, or destroy other people's shit as long as they win. And you bring all these people in, chaos is going to be the end. So would Hillary have done that? I don't think she would have done it as brazenly as Biden did. Whoever controlled Biden allowed this, promoted it, in my opinion. I have no secret inside NSA briefing on this. A lot of people think Obama is Ronnie. Anyway, it's okay. I don't care. They can crack on my hair. Biden was hopped up. The fact that a sitting president has to be locked away 2 or 3 weeks at Camp David for a debate, I mean, that's just absurd. Who's running the country? Who's getting the briefings? Who's keeping tabs on Ukraine and Iran and the border and crime and federal government abuses and courts? And who's doing all that if the president needs to be locked up for 3 days to prepare for a debate? I mean, that's freaking outrageous. And people are like, oh, he's fine. He's a great president. Biden will be replaced by a Jew. I always have these few Jew haters that just have to make everything about Jew. You know, if I spill my water, damn Jew caused that shit. Yeah, I might have to agree with that. Did you notice Biden's hands were darker than his head? I didn't notice that, but it could be. Texas will survive. I don't know about that. I think Texas is almost dead too. Corn Pop was a bad dude. The shit that this guy has said. Groomers Network. Who's VP? Supposedly he picked it and they're keeping it secret. I'm kind of surprised they're keeping it secret. For the same reason they're keeping it secret. They don't want to have this guy's family and everything dug up too early. So they'll keep it kind of quiet. Yeah, I wish the liberals would leave too. Yeah, I always tell people that most of the abortions are black single moms. I mean, that's who Planned Parenthood pays, government. If government gives away free shit, for some reason, I don't know why, it seems like the majority of the recipients are black. Rick, that's not fair. That's racist. You can't say that. Well, I just did. And the facts back it up. You know, they brought up that stat during debate. How do you address that 60% of the people in prisons are black? Well, I address that because freaking 70% of the crime in the country is committed by black people. That's how 60% of the prison gets full of black people. No, Rick, it's because America's racist and they're convicting innocent people, and blacks never create crime. And even when they do, it's the white man's fault. And we should be more tolerant. And shut up. Fucking idiots. Just idiots. Everywhere I look. They don't even know they're idiots. Wow. Man, my comments, I didn't put it on pause. So the comments are really getting on here. How long? I've been on here for an hour already? Are you freaking kidding me? Holy shit. Kung Fu fighting. 130 days left to the election. Look, as soon as somebody finds out where they're selling bump stocks, let me know, because I need to buy one. Since Supreme Court overturned that shit, somebody's going to start selling them. When they do, I want to buy another one. Because I had one, I did a video, and then I lost it in a boating accident, and I want to get another one. I texted you the Fort Worth audios video. I have no idea what you're talking about. I haven't even checked my phone probably in 6 hours. We're supposed to be a republic, constitutional republic. Remember the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge of Allegiance, for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty, and justice for all. And to the republic, not to the democracy. Dr. Phil is on TV, therefore I don't trust him. Dr. Phil got COVID, wake up call. I don't know what that means. It was a comedy show. I didn't find the debate funny. It was a little anticlimactic. It was kind of disgusting that so many ignorant people would believe Biden. It was disheartening that this guy is actually the leader of this country. He was elected and he's been in charge, and he's destroying, and he's going after Trump and trying to put him in prison. And I mean, I did not find the debate funny. A couple comments were okay, but the golfing thing was kind of funny, where they got an argument about golfing. Jelly bellies are good shit. I agree. I got 2 packages. Somebody sent me some packages telling me go check my mail. Check my mail. I got 2 packages. They're still sitting on my oven. I haven't opened them yet. I need to get to that probably tomorrow. I got to do my horse's feet. The grasshoppers have ate all my shit. I need to cut what little grass I have left. I got all these freaking projects, and I'm running around playing pickleball, ignoring shit. Are you going to upload this to Rumble? Probably. Democrats should have brought Rick's behind in comments. What a surprise. No shit. These things are like rolling. When they switched cameras, they kept fucking up. No smooth transition. Total dipshit. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really notice that too much. R2 won't happen. Taking guns and ammo is quite extreme. The Japanese were afraid to invade mainland. That's really why we have, people say that a lot. I'm not so sure on that. I mean, is it a deterrent? Sure, it's a deterrent, because when we fought the Redcoats, we had guerrilla warfare. We were hiding in the trees and ambushing them, and we weren't a regular army that had trained and did that shit. It was just like gathering people, the Minutemen and the different people who were patriots. Not Sons of Anarchy. There's something, Sons of something for the, I can't even think about it now. I'm really tired, but you can hear it in my voice. Trump is not as sharp. What? Trump is not as sharp as he was 4 years ago. Biden was drugged. I think Trump maybe didn't appear as sharp because he knew his mic was cut off and he was briefed. Stay on point. They're going to turn your mic off. Make sure you cover and come across as level-headed for the 2 minutes you got, because they're going to cut you off if you go off script. So it may look like he wasn't as sharp, but sometimes when you take away a person's ability to freestyle, it makes them look a little awkward. So, it would be like me riding a horse. If I ride my horse the way I've always ridden horses, I look pretty comfortable and it's smooth. But if somebody was giving me, and you have to do this and keep your legs here and you have to sit like this, you have to have your rein here. If they gave me all those instructions, I would look stiff, like I didn't know how to ride a horse. So I think Trump was being restricted with all these instructions because of the debate rules. And that's probably why he didn't look as sharp. I'm not sure I would go he's not as sharp as he was. Maybe, but I don't know. He just wasn't as gregarious and outspoken and sharp-witted and in your face. But I don't think that's because he's not sharp. I think the debate changed him. I think sitting in a courtroom with a judge that was threatening him with contempt every day, and he had to listen to all this shit and keep his mouth shut, Probably taught him a little patience. I'm not saying it was a good thing. I think the whole trial's wrong and everybody involved ought to be fucking put in prison, but whatever. That's a scratch golfer. I don't know what a scratch golfer is. Alexa's a fence sitter. They're saying Joe has a bad cold. That's why. Oh, poor Joe. He's got a cold. Oh, it was so brave of him to get up there with a cold. I thought you were going, yeah, I had to cancel it because I didn't want to get a strike. Everybody was being crazy. So I came on after the debate just to talk about it. So hopefully, CommieTube, Gore and Hawk too. Hawktow. Rick, forget being the voice of clean water for horses. You should be the voice of Knob Creek. Hey, if Knob Creek wants me to promote their liquor, I absolutely would. I wonder if CNN is thinking catastrophic because they're so blind. Yeah, I don't know. They always say Biden did a great job no matter what he does. Babylon B is reporting Trump has been indicted for murdering elderly man on CNN. That shit's funny. I can see the Babylon B doing that shit. Oh, let's see. Oh my God, my comments are out of control. I'm really scrolling fast now, people, because Sons of Liberty. Thank you. Sons of Liberty are the ones that I was trying to think of. The Minutemen and Sons of Liberty. I think I have a silver coin for Sons of Liberty and the Minutemen. World War III is so close. That is true. We are in close times. Scratches golfer is 0 handicap. Oh, so if he's a 6, he's not scratch. Okay, I don't know. His voice was deep throating. Maybe he was tired. I honestly believe if Biden does get a second term, I'm not sure America can recover right now. Even if Trump got in there and tried to undo all the shit, I don't know if America is ever going to go back to, 50, 100 years ago when America was great and technology was good and America was first. And if you wanted to come here, you had to speak English and you couldn't have loyalties to another and you couldn't have dual citizenship and our borders were secure or more secure. And we had laws and the laws were more equally imposed and people had trust in the justice system and in our voting system and in our courts. And now it's just like everything. I don't believe our medical. I don't believe our government. I don't believe our courts. I don't believe cops. There's nothing. What do you believe in America anymore? I don't know. I don't know what I can say I believe in America anymore. I mean, are there patriots? Yeah, I believe there's some patriots out there. Do I think there's some people that are fed up? Yes, I believe that. But January 6th, they put all those people in jail. No trial, no nothing, ignored the Constitution. The Supreme Court just ruled that they can fucking control government, can control social media, and it's not a problem. I just don't. If I had to think on what do I have confidence and trust in this country right now, not the schools, not our medical system, not our government, not our freedom, not our Constitution. I mean, what is there to believe in? And no matter if Trump gets in, do you really think he can undo all that? Again, career politicians is the root of our destruction. And usually the only way you get rid of career politicians is they either die I don't even know another way to get rid of them. They usually die in office. Look at Pelosi, how long she's been in. I mean, you just can't get rid of the damn politicians. A revolution usually gets rid of the politicians. Not that I'm promoting violence. Don't want somebody. He's promoting violence. Shut up, fucking pussy. Vote violence on your dumb ass for running your mouth. How about that? Hope you go trip on a fucking banana peel and bang your fucking head on the ground. One of the theories, no one likes Biden or Trump. They will put in Newsom at the last minute. Newsom will win. Whatever. Do you think Newsom will be better or worse than Biden or will change anything for the left? The left's agenda doesn't change no matter who's in Congress, who's the president, whatever. The left is about destroying and hating this country, everything American, hating white Americans, hating patriot Americans, hating our founders, hating our Constitution, hating our Bill of Rights, hating gun owners. The left is about hating and destroying this country. And it doesn't matter what name you put on the ballot or in the fucking government office. Their values are just destruction and hate. Sorry. Got some little left wing here in the comments probably crying. That's not true. I'm left wing. I love the country. Shut up. You can't, like some dumbass chaining his dog out back with no food, no water. And then when you call him on it, he says, I love my dog. Shut the fuck up. You're a dumbass. Newsom ain't Jewish enough. Here goes the Jew. Holy shit, I'm at the end of my comments. Wow. Third party smash, two party system. Yeah, I doubt it, but I remember I voted for, who was that little short dude? The millionaire. Everybody said it was a wasted vote. And I was like, fuck it, he's not a career politician. I voted for him. Everybody freaking hated me. And you cost us the election because you voted for him. I can't think of his name. He's a Texas dude. A little short guy. Somebody will put him in the comments. Perot. Ross Perot. There you go. Thank you. I knew somebody would know it. I end up voting for his dumb ass because he was a anti-politician, businessman, talked pretty financial game. I mean, I thought he was an arrogant ass and probably didn't like him. Probably thought he'd treat people bad, but I was like, fuck it, I'm disgusted. Just like I'm not voting for Ted Cruz, even though everybody's like, man, if we lose Ted Cruz, we're going to lose the Senate and it's really bad and we got to keep it. Fuck all you motherfucking career politicians. I don't give a shit. I'm done. I might just fucking vote Trump and not vote anything else. Just go grab a ballot and vote Trump and say, fuck all you motherfuckers. If he can't win, at least I piss off a fucking liberal. All right, an hour and 23 minutes, people. I got to get out of here. I just wanted to cover the debate a little bit while it's still fresh in my mind. I just got finished watching it. I'm going to finish this water and go. Maybe try and get some sleep. All right. Didn't Perot start R? I don't know what R means. Rick, when's your next horsey? I got to do a horsey live. I want to do one Sunday, and I end up going to play pickleball. Somebody called, so I didn't get my live done. You're tired and you're grumpy. Oh, shit. Here we go. Only fools vote to be ruled. Yeah. Night, Rick. Good night, Mishka. Do a horsey live. Yeah, I do. I need to. Yeah, I know. I'm almost there too. It's more of a in-your-face, fuck you vote. I voted for Trump. Fuck your Republican Party. Fuck the Democrat Party. Fuck all you motherfuckers. I know I can piss off a lot of people by voting Trump. I'm just going to vote him. Deuces. Peace out. Good night. Thanks for coming. Hope everybody has a good night. We'll see what the pundits say tomorrow. Maybe I'll try and do my live Saturday. Y'all have a good night. I'm out.